going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Christmas time, you know what I
Okay.
mean? And, you know, we just out here spending money.
Spending money. You got a lot to spend, brother.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to spend, but I got a lot to spend on.
You look rich, bro.
You know what? I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, you look rich than a mug.
I know how to play it well. You know?
Okay.
Fake it till you make it.
So you ever go to the flea market?
Absolutely.
Absolutely a lot. So,
haven't been in a while. I don't even know where flea market is today, but back in the day, I lived there.
Okay.
Remember the Jabot jeans with the strap?
I do remember the Jabot. I still got a pair of Jabot jeans.
You still wear them?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Do you wear them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll wear them.
You'll wear
I'm
them?
gonna bring them back. Tall tees.
To play basketball in it?
No.
The tall tees, those the Staffords. Who remember the Stanford polos? Is it Stafford or no? It's Stafford.
Stafford.
I think it was Stafford polos. You don't remember them at J.C. Penney's? You ain't never
No,
heard of them?
Azad.
Azad. Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa, you taking it back? Azad. That was. Then they turned into.
They,
When that Lacoste?
Lacoste,
That's
like
Lacoste.
they merged.
Right.
Because Lacoste was his own thing.
Right.
And then I think Lacoste like bought Azad or something like that.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, if y'all don't know, man, this is the incredible Ron Atkins.
This is me.
He used to be a low budget dancer.
Yes, very low budget. That's what I played.
You quit. You don't do it anymore.
Private parties.
Private parties.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that. Like, what was your going rate anyway
People who
during
know
that time?
About $45
An hour or a day?
a day per party. It's cheap. You said low. It's very low budget.
Okay.
I was very cheap. That's why I got a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
And you know what's funny? It was mostly like church women.
Wow. Did you do it in the church? I hope you did it away from the church, bro.
Some things I can't speak about.
Wow. So anyway, so my brother, I'm hoping he did it away from the church when he did it. But yeah, man. So tell me about yourself. I've known this guy for a long time, man. Since high school days. We
freshman year in high school.
Freshman year in high school, man. I feel like we're old, but we're really not.
We not. We
young.
We young, but we old. We young old.
We young old.
We yold.
That'll work. I'll roll with it.
You roll with that yo.
I'll roll with it.
Yeah.
I'll roll with that.
Yeah,
So,
what's
been going on with you? What do you do now?
Well, police officer. You know what I'm
Police
saying? For the city still, you know. But we're up 11 years now. Going on 11 years. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Doing that, man. And I left for a minute, came back, you know, and it was good for me to leave and get that break. You know what I'm saying?
That was not supposed to be his effect. I promise you. That was a slip of the button. In no way, shape, or form was that appropriate at that time. That was just called bad hosting. I apologize about that. Now go ahead, brother.
But yeah, that was a much needed break. Yeah, I know.
Like, so irrelevant.
But yeah, it was a much needed break, man. I was gone for about a year. Came back. Luckily, I kept my time.
Okay.
Kept my seniority and all. They came back, man.
Right.
It was much needed. So I came back with a different mindset, man. Now I'm back and I work with the schools now and work with the kids. I always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And I've just been doing that, man. I got 3 kids of my own, 3 boys.
Right. What are their names?
Jaden, Jordan, and Lil Ron the fourth, actually.
Right.
Yeah, Jaden and Jordan are twins.
Okay.
14, and then the Lil Ron is 17.
Okay. So you've been in law enforcement, man. Tell me about law enforcement. What is that? Obviously, not that I don't know.
Yeah.
I got a little history, experience with law enforcement. But you obviously enjoy it. You took a break from it for a minute.
Took a break from it. It was stressful, man. I had got stressed out. I mean, it got to the point to where I was ready to just quit without even having a backup plan. You know what I mean? It was just coming into work every day, dealing with the streets,
right,
and dealing with everything internally. You know what I mean? It was just like I couldn't deal with it no more. So luckily I had found a job or whatever, and I bounced.
Okay.
Got out of there. You know what I'm saying? It was. If I could have took leave for a year,
you would have.
I would have done that versus leaving. But I needed it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. So what drove you back then? Did you miss it?
No, I wasn't.
Was it really about the plan? You needed to readjust the plan.
I readjust the plan, and I didn't miss it. COVID hit.
Right.
And I don't know if we can say that. They trying to flag your channel from saying that word, but it hit, and a lot of businesses were, messed up behind it, and the job I was working for, they started talking layoffs. You know what I mean? I didn't get laid off, but they were talking layoffs. They saying they're gonna do it, and they didn't. They didn't do it, and we're gonna do it. They kept going back and forth, and you know, I got 3 kids that I take care of, you know, full time. So it's like I couldn't base my life off of a what if.
Sure.
So, you know, the police department was guaranteed. I tried to go to a couple other departments beforehand, and you know, it didn't work out or whatever. So I called, you know, the city, and they was like, "Yeah, come on back." So,
Some less stressful departments, I imagine.
yeah,
With
yeah,
more money.
yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But you know, of course, the city let me come on back, and man, you know, I've been rocking since January.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So if you don't, what's the plan? What's the plan for you over say the next 5 to 10 years? So you put in 11 years already. Do you intend on doing another 9 and then calling it quits?
I'm gonna go ahead and do. I told myself I'm gonna go ahead and do the next 9 and retire. That way I have a guaranteed, you know, pension, medical, you know, and all that. And I'm gonna just do something else. Hopefully by then I'll have. I got a couple business ideas, a couple business that I already got going. That hopefully one of them will catch. Okay. And you know, I won't have to work another job after I retire. I just work for myself. That's the plan.
So what else? Well, in personal life, man, you got a woman. You steady. You know, marriage on the horizons. Anything like that?
I don't know about the marriage, but
you don't know about the marriage. Okay.
I mean, I'm not against it. You know, okay. When it's time, you know.
You said we was young. What's it called?
WeYold.
Yold.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not getting younger.
We're not getting younger, you know.
Okay. So
but I don't like to put a time on things. Like a lot of people like to say, "Well, I'm getting it to the age to where I need to." That's the wrong idea to me. Okay. Because you start rushing and trying to do things, and you end up doing the wrong thing at the wrong time.
You really don't have to throw a shot at me. So
no.
Yeah, that's basically what happened to me my entire life is that jumping in and out of marriages. So I'm gonna concede at this moment and allow him to speak. So continue, brother.
No one shot at you. I'm just saying, like a lot of people, like I got friends and family that I hear them say, "Well, I'm getting to a certain age. Well, I need to start doing this. Well, I don't have no kids. I need to do this. I need to." You do it when it's time. When God is ready for you to be married. Mm-hmm. He'll send that person, or he'll put that in your heart. Okay, this is what you need to do.
Right.
When it's time for you to, if you don't have children by a certain age, when it's time for you to have children, if you're supposed to have children, then you know you'll have children with that person you're supposed to have a child with.
Sure.
You know, a lot of people start rushing it, and you got the wrong person you got a kid with. You done married the wrong person, and now you're miserable. You know what I mean? Because you didn't jump into something all because you feel like your time is running out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're not getting younger, but it's like, hey, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
You know?
Okay. Would you be willing to have more kids down the line? Is it? Or is
no.
That, no? Okay.
I thought about it before, and I said, you know what, if I get married and my wife want a kid, you know, then I would give her one. And now I'm like, nah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want another one.
Okay. Just because you don't want to start over? Or?
Yeah, man. My kids are 14 and 17. I don't want to be 50 years old going to a 4-year-old recital.
You read the Bible before, right?
Yeah.
You know a lot of them could be like 200.
Yeah.
And they begat Jonathan.
Yeah.
And little Roscoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But you say not you.
Nah. See, but they wasn't going to basketball practices and basketball games and back. You know what I'm saying?
It was stoneball.
Yeah.
It was going to stoneball.
Daddy come out here and hoop with me, and you 78 years old, and he 12. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Another thing with that too, man, is like if you have a kid at like 40, let's say 45 years old, and then at 60, or not even 60, let's say in the next 10 years, 55, if you got a 10-year-old, and then you get a terminal illness, right? It's not fair to that child that they can't grow up with their parent, because now you didn't waited till you was older to have children, and now you got, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, now they got to grow up the rest of their life without their parent, you know what I mean?
You know, and I won't even call it a pushback. Let me just add this to that. So the only thing I think about when you said that, no day that we walk this earth is promised to us, right? So how many people, even from, I mean, I don't know the number, but I'm sure statistically there are people who we went to school with who have already died.
Yeah.
And they probably had children before.
That's true.
So it's also not fair, right? So we don't know. Now I'm not suggesting that it's okay for us to go around and at 80 years old be popping out babies.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying at a certain point, maybe you're 40, but you know, maybe that's still 40 more years that you may have, or
that's
50 more years that you may have.
Yeah.
But you know, I respect the fact that you already realize that that's not something you really want to do.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this though. So when you're dating, do you automatically, if a woman start talking about wanting children, is she already X'd out?
She might have to X me out.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'll have to tell, hey, you know, that's not really in my plans for the future.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And if she don't have any kids, then she might want to move on.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Does that ever come up? Has that ever been an issue before?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, man. So what else? What else you got going on, bro?
That's it, man. I got a clothing line I've been doing. You know, it's just me, so it's like it's like up and down. It's called Paper Games Clothing.
Paper Games Clothing.
Yeah,
okay.
I do that.
Shout out to Paper Games Clothing.
Yeah, shout out to Paper Games.
What can we find it at?
It's on Instagram, Paper Games Clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, on Instagram. That's all it's on, right now. And I'll get you your stuff.
Okay.
Just me. Like it's just me. So
I got you.
it moves real slow. Like I'll get a bulk here and there and move it like that, and then I might not have nothing for a while.
Can I ask you why you don't have anything on right now? I mean, you're fancy. I just wondering why.
Because I don't have anything.
Oh, you don't have anything?
Yeah, I don't have masks.
So, but it's made to order.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, well, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have t-shirts, hats.
Okay.
Masks, hoodies, that kind of stuff.
Okay, but you can get it.
I can get it. So if you go on my Instagram and you're like, oh, I like these kind of hats.
Sure.
I can go get them done for about a week.
Okay.
They good,
all right. And get it out to you.
And get it out to you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So how do you see that growing? That how do you see scaling that in the future? Is it something you're really passionate about?
I wouldn't say I'm passionate about it. It's kind of because it's the first business I ever started.
Okay.
But it's not like I'm super passionate about it to where it's like, oh, I want to do this. I want, every now and then I'll get an itch to be like, let me pump out some new stuff. You know what I mean? And a lot of people like they catch to it, they like it. I'll go on a hiatus. You know what I mean? It's because like I said, just me. I got my 3 kids. I got my job. It's like it's kind of hard to balance all of that. That's just like something I like to do. And yeah.
So what inspired it?
Man, basically Paper Games. I don't have a card on me either, but on the back of my card, I got what Paper Games means. Basically, it means like how we work jobs that we don't want to work. We spend money on unnecessary things. We don't save anything. We don't start any businesses. And when we leave, we don't leave our children nothing.
Right.
So we playing paper games.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You work in a job just to get money, and then you spend the money, and then you die, and you don't leave nothing for your children.
Right.
So that's kind of what the background of Paper Games is.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I should start one called Electronic Game.
Yeah.
Because it ain't even money no more.
It ain't even money.
It's all, think about it, right? You get paid, and it go into your account. You never see it.
Nope, you swipe a card.
And you swipe a card, or you go online and it's linked, that account or whatever is linked to your Amazon, for instance.
Yep.
And it gets spent, and before you know it, you're broke.
Yep.
And you never saw anything.
You never saw it. You ain't see that green.
You ain't see it.
No.
Not unless you went to the ATM. Yep. But otherwise, there's been times where I got paid in the past, and literally between paying bills and buying some additional, being a consumer, right, overly consuming, and then before you know it, paycheck gone. You working on that last 75 hours of your next paycheck.
You got 2 weeks.
And you got 2 weeks before you get
you got paid Friday, Monday you broke.
Right.
Yeah, you got to
tragic.
You eat gas, everything.
Right. But I like that though. I like the whole premise behind that, man. I got to get something myself, man.
Yeah, man.
I got to support. I got to support you, man. Support the business.
Another thing,
I definitely believe in that.
Inspired. This was inspired by you, actually.
Okay.
I got and I ain't really done that. I'm bad at this, but
okay, tell me.
I'm trying. I haven't really done much with it, but I have the business. I got an ATM business.
Okay. Right.
That I started called CBA Transactions.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Inspired by you. We talked about that.
Yeah.
So the only thing I have to do is just buy the ATM and find a place to put it.
I got you.
So that's where I'm at with that business right now. You know
right.
What I mean? So.
Shout out to Jonathan Coop about it.
Shout out to Coop, man.
You know what I'm saying? Jay Coop out here
and let me
doing his thing.
This was inspired by you, but Coop, like his whole program on how to do it is how I started my business.
Right.
Even though I ain't did nothing with it.
Right.
But I got everything, all my paperwork, everything through his program.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. And I think we should do stuff like a lot of us come from this crabs in a barrel type mentality.
Yeah. That's a fact. Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
He got a new song out. I don't know the name of it, but it's kind of upbeat. It's real catchy. In the song, his lyric, he says, "Hey y'all, I ain't lost since I've been gay, y'all." He said that kind of make me think like, is he really gay?
Wow. And I've heard that too. Him kind of flirting around with it. And somebody made a comment about him saying he wasn't really gay. Well, imagine if he were. But it's like when you kiss that boy on the BET Awards, you are now gay. So it don't matter if you say you ain't or you are. You are in terms of my eyes anyway. So yeah, that's signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With a rainbow on it. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to whoever do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's your business.
It's your lifestyle. Sometimes they made it so where you got to be so sensational in order to, and you got to do something that breaks the norm. And it's like that I'm not willing to do stuff just for the attention. So even on social media, it's only certain things I'm willing to do. You know what I'm saying? I think the most sensational I did was put out how to make chicken fried rice.
I saw that too.
Yeah, it was fire. It really was. That's my specialty right there.
You will either have to show me how to make that or make it for me. Can you make it for me?
I'm not gonna make it for you.
Oh, okay.
But I'll make it for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely show you. But that's about as that's just, it gotta be comfortable for me. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be comfortable, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean. So it's only so much I'm willing to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But people tell me all the time, you know, and friends, like, look, you gotta take your shirt off. First of all, I'm not in the position to take my shirt off right now at this moment. Not just because he's here, just because, you know, I'm in the gym. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not there yet.
You ain't made it.
I ain't made it to where I'm comfortable to do that.
I remember a time.
Yes, yeah. Now it was a time.
Yeah.
Where it didn't take no money or nothing. Yeah. And I was willing to take.
Now I ain't saying that I seen you with your shirt off.
He most likely have.
But I'm just saying there was a time.
Right. And there will be a time again. Yeah, there will be a time again.
Hopefully I can get to that too.
Yes. We should. We both should. We both do. Now I'm getting there, man. Like let me, just for full disclosure, when I got out of the military, I was probably in 2013. I was 205 pounds, something like that. I was ripped, 4% body fat or whatever. I ain't have no body fat for real. Over the years, bro, I got up to 275 pounds.
Wow.
It was painful to walk down my steps. My feet hurt. I had to go to the podiatrist. My feet ain't been right since. You know what I mean? Like, you know, sleep apnea, all kind of stuff diagnosed with, and was going on, liver issues, all kind of stuff, man. And basically my liver doctor, even as of recently, I went. Now I've lost a lot of weight. So now I'm down, by the grace of God, I'm down to 236 pounds.
Okay, that's what's up.
As of this week.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying? So I've been on it. You know what I'm saying? I lost a lot of weight, and I'm still going. So I don't necessarily need to be at 200, but I figure I feel more comfortable if I'm around, you know what I'm saying, about 215, 210 or something like that.
I'm trying to get down to 200.
There you go. And I might be there too. But as right now, I'm just playing it by ear right now. So it ain't so much as being able to take my shirt off. It's just being comfortable. It's rid myself of some of the conditions that I've created myself.
Yeah.
So let me talk on that too. Let me ask you about that, because especially around our age group, man, I'm seeing a lot of us, like, fitness is not important. Do you think that's a geographical thing, or is that just, you know, or what is it? Is it a cultural thing?
Because I think it's a cultural thing, man. Like, we don't. Unless you into that lifestyle.
Because have you been to Miami, South Beach?
Yes, I have been to Miami.
It's different.
It's different. I love Miami too. It's my favorite place.
It is. It is. I'm not even gonna ask you why.
It's just It's beautiful. Why. It's because it's beautiful. Now Vegas, when I first went to Vegas, I'm like, oh, this is it. Like,
okay.
When I went to Miami, like it's just the scenery. You can go to Miami and just sit out at one of the restaurants on the road and just eat and just enjoy that, because the scenery is just dope. Like, just being on the beach and seeing the water and just seeing the atmosphere is just dope. Like, I really love Miami.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you think it's a cultural thing in terms of our fitness and the way we look at health and all that?
Yeah, I think it is, man.
Okay.
Because a lot of other cultures, they're in it. It's a second nature.
Right.
You know, they get up and they go running every morning. Right. Like, just as a whole. Like, I know some black guys. My barber, he runs, I mean, religiously every morning, like 7-8 miles every day, like every morning.
That used to be me, bro.
You know, and that's just what he do. You know, but I know a lot of other people that just, like, a lot of white guys and Asian guys. This is part of their life. They just gotta get up, I run, then I come home, eat breakfast, and shower, and then I go about my day.
Right.
You know, we like to sleep in, like, get up, eat me something unhealthy. Right. You know, drag, and then, like, now we got.
I had soul food today.
Yeah, I had Chipotle. I was gonna make some spaghetti when I go home. Some fried chicken.
Hey, but here's the thing though. That's all I had, and I told my wife, I said, look, that's it. That's all I'm eating today. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's all I needed. So I fasted during the morning, and then after church, I picked that up because I know that's what she likes to eat. That's her comfort thing.
Yeah, fried chicken.
I had turkey leg.
Okay.
Yeah, I had turkey leg.
Yeah, some sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Yeah, some greens.
I didn't have greens. It probably would have been the best thing for me. But I had some sweet potatoes, some macaroni. He getting hungry right now. I lock in on this right quick. This dude, I died on me. He getting hungry right now. He getting hungry right now. You should see his face. But anyway, so some macaroni, some dressing, gravy, turkey legs,
Gravy.
and some yams, man. And it was fire.
I bet.
But
Would you have a drink? Kool-Aid.
I had a strawberry crush.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yes.
I had a strawberry soda. So, yeah, man. So, with that being said, I can't eat nothing else today. But I'm cool. I'm full. I'm good. I usually only eat maybe, one meal, maybe a snack anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of it, the weight loss is coming from the diet. And, and only on the days where I really go hard in the gym on the weight training do I eat that extra and some protein or something like that. So, but yeah, man. So, I agree with you. I think it's a cultural thing, but I think what's funny about it, well, I don't say funny, disturbing about it is a lot of the conditions that we develop, it's self-inflicted, man.
Yes.
It's self-inflicted, and we're not doing enough to... Diabetes. Yeah. Wow, and we're not doing enough to correct it.
But I just think it's been embedded in us so long, man. Like, why is all these high sodium foods so good? Like, all you know what I'm saying? Like, who told us that this was good? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think nobody got to tell them. You taste it. It is what it is.
But if you think, like, other people, okay, they don't use a lot of seasoning in their food, and that's how they've been doing their whole life, and they get fine with it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Why we can't be fine with it? Like why? Like, who told me this is good? You got to eat it like this, and this is how. And then I ate it like, oh my God, this is good.
But no, yeah. It's definitely a learned thing, right? But then when we know better, right? Like the Bible said, when you know better, you do better. So why don't we do better?
Because it's too late.
Oh,
I mean, like if you eat, let's see, okay, if you drink a cup of Kool-Aid, right, with all this sugar in it, and you taste it, oh my God, this is so good,
right?
Then you drink a cup of Kool-Aid that don't. What I'm gonna do with this?
Right.
You know what's that stuff you get the little powder you put in your bottle of water? Crystal Light or whatever.
Crystal Light, different that ain't stuff.
Yeah, is that better than Grandma's Kool-Aid?
It's not. No doubt.
But so you have to break that. You gotta.
Right.
You have to want to get rid of this. It ain't just gonna be like, well, this is better for me, so let me take this. No, like, this is better for me. This tastes better to me.
So it's all conditioning then at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, but we can break the habits, and I think that's what's most important is we can break it. It is hard. I agree with you, and we've been eating that our whole life. So like I don't eat pork.
Okay.
I don't know if you do, but I don't. Right.
Only pork I eat is like bacon.
Right. Okay. I mean? But I grew up just like everybody else, right? You fry the fish, and then you fry the pork chop in the same grease or whatever, and the chicken. You know what I mean? My chicken tastes like fish, and then we was eating catfish on top of that, so it wasn't even like it was tilapia or you know what I'm saying, or swordfish, right?
Yeah.
Like have you ever had a swordfish?
I had swordfish.
Right.
I eat flounder. I don't eat tilapia. No. Okay. Flounder. When I get my fish,
got you.
Flounder.
Yeah, okay, so I'm a I guess I eat salmon. Salmon is pretty much all I already eat. Skin on or skin off. I can do it both. But it was a time where I wouldn't even eat the skin, or you know what I'm saying. If it was baked or something, that was a turn off. I wanted some fried chicken. I needed to be crispy.
See, like
you know
a crunch.
I definitely like a crunch. But see, now it's different, right? So I know better. So. Like even now, like I got an air fryer. Yeah, so when I get the chicken, I put the cornstarch or whatever on it, which ain't good for you. But I put it on there and then put it in there in the fryer, and it's still crispy. And then I ain't frying it in a bunch of grease, and it still tastes just as well. Okay, it ain't the exact same, but
it's pretty. It's decent.
But it's pretty good. It's decent. So it's just I look at it like it's just making small little changes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Little lifestyle changes.
Yeah, and I've done it before, man. Like I've done it, changed my way of eating, and I lost about 10 pounds in like a week and a half.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?